George from Burley Oaks Academy. You've been doing our Wellbeing Ambassadors primary pilot. So can you tell me a little bit about your school and the pupil mental health issues or needs that you've identified?
Okay, so our school is quite a leafy lane primary school. So we're in a really good area of the Wharfe Valley. However, we still find there are a lot of different presenting mental health and wellbeing needs due to that. So we're a really forward-thinking primary school. We've had mental health and wellbeing on the radar for a few years now, and we've been running anxiety workshops and emotions workshops right from year one, just teaching the children, educating them about emotions, how they feel it in their bodies, how to recognise in them, and trying to introduce strategies early so that they've really got that knowledge around their own mental health and what to do to help themselves feel better. So we're trying to be really proactive and give them the tools and strategies before they actually escalate into something more serious. Wellbeing Ambassadors programme has been really good for us because it's something else that we can give a name and bring a certain group of individuals together who are really taking ownership, being ambassador, and feel proud to be part of the team and a real role model for their class. And it's worked really well. It's been nice because we've got a team of the ambassadors who, when we've got something special coming up on World Mental Health Week or Children's Mental Health Day and so forth, things that we do to really raise awareness, we've got a team already there who are on it, and we can get things organised, and they really, really enjoy it. Using that structured training to get the group of the team really sort of trained up. It's nice to follow that structure, and it's been great.
What were the biggest challenges around children's mental health that you feel that the programme's helping you solve?
One of the ambassadors said to me the other day about, we were having little interviews from the media, and I said, right, well, tell me about being a wellbeing ambassador. What sticks in your mind that you've learned and that helps? And so I think sort of the challenge in noticing when people are under stress, trying to just have a little think about what are the feelings behind someone's behaviour. Maybe that they've behaved in that way not because they're trying to be mean, but because there's been a pile of things on their mind and there's something else, and they just need a bit of someone help and support and someone to talk to.
What was your biggest worry or concern before taking part in the pilot, and how do you feel now?
I think my biggest worry was the fact that it was quite a lot of children really in one room to train at a time across quite a wide age range. Because it was new to me as well, so I was a little bit how's this gonna go? Just time. It was just the time really, because it's so busy in school at the moment with needs cropping up, and my job is to be there when the children need me and they have big emotions and things going on. And so I was thinking, this is going to be tricky, but actually it was just one of those things where you just have to set the time aside, get on with it, and it has been worth it, because we've got this team here now, and every half term I have a big meeting. I go and get them all together. We look at what we've done over the last half term, what we've put in place, and we look at what we're planning over the next half term and who can get involved with what, and if anyone's got any new ideas to add to the mix. And we come together and it's just lovely. They really look forward to that, and it's a pleasure. It's nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant to hear. What's the impact it's made on the school then? What obviously it's still getting going. You've not been doing it for a very long time, but what have you noticed already as successful?
I think it's really successful. School does events, so we're doing lots of intergenerational stuff with the community at the moment. So we've got people coming in from the village, the older people maybe with disabilities. We've arranged Christmas bonanzas. We've been to the parish centre to play games. And really, it's just been lovely to just have that group of children to call on who are really emotionally intelligent and know all this stuff and just got those tools and that communication there. They feel confident. And so I think for the school, it's been great, because if we've been doing an assembly or we've been doing a special event like that, we've already got this really mindful group of children that we can bring together who are used to going out there and they've got that confidence and that the gaining experience all the time. I do ask them when we get together. I do ask for feedback about what they've been doing. Have they been finding anyone that's coming up to them? What have they been helping with? Have they been okay with everything? Do they still feel comfortable when it's right to go and speak to an adult? The feedback so far is really positive, and they seem really under control. We've always had that proactive approach here at Burley Oaks, and so it's just nice to have that ready for when test times come up. And hopefully, exactly as you say, the kids are there, they're ready, they know what they're doing, they feel confident, and they're proud to be out there as wellbeing ambassadors as well.
How do you think that role that they've got is helping their wellbeing, the actual children that are the ambassadors?
Oh, it's definitely really helping their well-being. They do feel proud to be ambassadors, and they seem to be smiley, more confident. Some of them, because some of them, of course, are chosen, even though they're volunteered, because we think it's going to really help them, of course. And it shows. It does. You see them coming out of their shells. They're being able to socially interact better, and it's having a positive impact on their lives for sure.
Do you think that has a ripple effect to the other children too, that are their friends or in their classes and things? Like, if that influence, if one of them changes, it has a positive effect on the others as well?
Oh, I think so. I think that's the same with everything to do with, that's the whole thing around, if we can get them the whole ethos of mental health and well-being, and that being kind and looking out for others, and being happier as a result, because we know what to do to make ourselves better, or we know what to do to help someone else make themselves feel better. Of course, you've got more smiles, you've got a calmer, happier environment, people are socializing better, making each other laugh, being able to feel comfortable in the space that they're in and who they're with. And it's a massive ripple effect. I'm a strong believer in that. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And they learn to accept praise and give praise to each other and be helpful. And it can do nothing but good, can it? So it's brilliant.
How children can then create this wellbeing culture that does have a positive impact on staff too, because that atmosphere will make staff feel less stressed, will make them have good wellbeing too, just through that ripple effect.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that it makes the staff feel really proud, and the staff here are good at pointing out as well, or noticing how someone has influenced someone by going over and being kind, or taking notice, or coming and saying, oh, I'm not sure if so and so is okay today, it makes the staff feel really proud, and it makes and the staff are just, obviously I've got less to deal with, because it's going to be a happier classroom, isn't it? And break times, less to deal with from break times, hopefully, as well, regarding issues that have happened.
I think it's hard for people to understand early prevention strategies that, like the Wellbeing Ambassadors program is an early prevention, because you're building this positive culture, and a lot of people's mentality is more around reducing issues and working with individual children potentially. So what would you say the benefits of more of a upstream early prevention approach is that does improve that wellbeing atmosphere?
Oh, the massive it's so good. We've been in Burley Oaks, we've been really thinking about that for a few years now. So this is just another tool to add to our box, really. of early preventative strategies when it comes to wellbeing and mental health. The effect that it has being preventative is only going to help these children as adults as well. I mean, we're looking at really hard stages, challenges that our teenagers are going through with social media. Even some of them at, year 6, year 5 in the primary school, we have issues. So, my children are teenagers, and I've seen what pressures they're under. So I just think building that resilience, giving them as many strategies and tools as we can at a young age, is not only going to help them within their education and being able to focus on their own learning, but as an adult going forward, dealing with life, dealing with jobs are going to be changing much more regular than they have during our upbringing. And so it's so important, and I do think it'll have a massive effect in the future.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about using the Wellbeing Ambassadors programme for their primary school?
I think it's great. I think definitely give it a try. Use the Wellbeing Ambassadors programme. The children just really enjoy it, and they are great. They know some of them know more than you think they know. They help each other. They ask questions. And they are proud and happy to do it. They really embrace it. So don't hesitate. Go for it. Try the Wellbeing Ambassadors programme, and it'll really help in so many ways.
Thanks, George, for your feedback and your help with the primary pilot.